Yes, good evening. So, welcome to the Data Science and AI session by Sriveda Technologies. Okay. So, here, before going to dive into the session, so uh, I would like to introduce myself. So, myself is DS Prasad. Okay. So, I'm having overall 7+ years of IT experience. Currently working as data scientist in Deloitte, Bangalore, and also I did corporate training in Deloitte itself only internally and also in different MNCs. In different MNCs like I did for TCS, Infosys, and also Cognizant and Barclays and Billsoft and so on. Okay. So when it comes to my teaching experience, I'm having around 6+ years of teaching experience. From 2019 onwards, I'm going to start teaching this data science and AI. And almost I trained around 800 plus people only. So 800 plus people only. So why the count is very low? Why? Because per year I targeted only around 200 students only. Okay, not more than that because of morning sessions and evening sessions and rest of the time. So I'm working as a data scientist in the Deloitte. So okay, this is about my experience and all. Now, so let me dive into this data science and AI. So, welcome to the AI and the data science. What exactly this data science and AI means? We'll see that one by one. Okay. So, artificial intelligence. So, this is the term. So, most of the times we are going to add about in the news and also in the social media and everywhere. So, at least once in a day. Okay. So, this AI is classified into two different classes. So, applications. One is called as robotics, and another one is called as business intelligence. Okay. So when it comes to the robotics, so we are going to design human android robots. So like different types of robots. So we already know across some of the movies we have watched already about based on this robotics and the robots also. Okay. And when it comes to the business intelligence, which is a new to the um, complete global. So what can we do with this business intelligence? Means we can generate a huge amount of margin of amount for our. So this business intelligence is new to this world. Means we can generate profits or huge amount of money. So by working on the data. So by working on the data. So here, so we are going to apply some kind of science on the data so that we can generate the profits for the organizations. Such a kind of thing is nothing but called as intelligence, like business intelligence, and we are going to call it as a data science. Business intelligence is nothing but called as a data science. Okay. And here you can see the what exactly the difference between AI and data science is. So data science is one of the applications of AI. It is not different and AI is not different. So data science is just an application of AI only. So what can we do with this AI? So with the AI, human intelligence exhibited by machines. Human intelligence exhibited by the machines. So for example, you are thinking on one of the issues. Can I solve that issues by with the help of AI? Means yes, we can solve with the help of AI, but we require a data, such a kind of data. Then only we can solve the complex things. And Amazon purchase prediction, like how many number of sales are happening per day, and smart email categorization, whether it is a ham or spam. And when it comes to the ML, which is a subset of AI, so an approach to achieve artificial intelligence, like a Google Maps speed of traffic and Facebook facial recognition, Netflix video recommendation. These are the examples. And subtopics are deep learning is one of the subfield of ML, okay, and also is a super subfield of AI only. A technique for implementing machine learning, okay, like self-driving cars, speech recognition, and then robotics. We are going to design with the help of DL, and we will see that one by one. When it comes to the data science, what can we do with the data science means scientific methods, like we are using the scientific methods and algorithms and systems to extract knowledge or insights from the big data. So again, in the data science, how you are going to use the algorithms means with the help of ML and DL algorithms only we are going to use in the data science. That's why it is a subfield of AI, one of the applications of AI. And we are going to perform data analytics, okay, and also data analysis also, like process of inspecting, cleansing the data, transforming and modeling the data, and also data analytics point of view. So discovery, interpretation, and communication of meaningful patterns in the data. So, and we are going to perform the data mining concept also. Okay. So when it comes to the course point of view, we will learn one by one. So how we are going to see all these things. And the first and foremost thing, so as you are going to become a data scientist or junior data scientist or ML engineer or DL engineer or NLP engineer or AI engineer, you are going to become. Okay. So there are different types of roles are there. I will show you that roles also when it comes to the data generation. So must and should, as an engineer, you have to know about how much amount of data that we are generating per day across the globe. So now you can see that generating quintillion bytes of data every day, pushing 50,000 gigabytes of data on the internet every second. So the meaning is so simple, like we are just so generating 50,000 gigabytes of data on the internet every second as per 2018 statistics provided by the NASCOM. So what do you mean by NASCOM is National Association of Software and Service Company. Okay. So National Association of Software and Service Company. So which is called as the NASCOM. So it is a non-profit organization. So National Association of Software and so Services Company. So they are going to provide these kind of details, okay, every year, okay. But after 2018, they didn't provided any kind of data, how much amount of data that we are generating per day. So you can Google it. So how much amount of data we are generating in Facebook or in Instagram. So they will say that in petabytes, okay. So we are going to measure this data in terms of bytes, like bytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, and zettabytes and exabytes. Okay, like that we are going to so calculate this data. Okay, we will learn that one. Okay, so every year, so like every second, we are generating 50,000 gigabytes of data on the internet, which is called as one exabyte is nothing but one quintillion byte. So exabyte is nothing but called as quintillion byte. The unit symbol for exabyte is EB. 1 EB is equals to 1000 power 6 bytes, which is equals to 1000 power 10 power 18 bytes, which is equals to the 1000 petabytes. Okay. 1 million terabytes, which is equals to 1 billion gigabytes. 1 billion gigabytes, 1 billion GBs. Okay. So most probably you are using an Android application like Android mobile. So it is around 256 GB. So maximum, if you are using a Mac, then the highest is 1 terabyte. Okay. But here 1 billion gigabytes. So that's such a huge amount. Okay. Let's see that. So is it easy for people to figure out so what's going on all in that data? So it's not easy for everyone. So what is going to happen in the world? So whoever, what are they doing and what kind of procedures they are following and what amount of data they are generating, what they are generating inside the data and all these things. Okay. So when it comes to here, big data. So why we are calling it as a big data means big data describes the collection of complex and large data sets such that it is difficult to capture, process, store, search, and analyze using conventional database systems. Conventional database systems means normal database systems, but it is not possible for everyone. So to collect, process, or store. So what example we can take means, for example, you can say that your system, your PC is or laptop having so a maximum capacity of 1 TB. and then internal is 8 or 16 GB. Okay, fine. And you purchased 5 terabyte external hard disk. Now you want to transfer. So your complete PC or laptop is going to completely filled with data, and you want to save the data inside your laptop, and you want to transfer from to the 5 TB terabyte external hard disk. How much time does it take to transfer 1 TB data? So it may take around 2 hours or 3 hours, depends upon the files, data files. But if you are having so like text files, okay, so these text files can take a huge amount of time to transfer. Okay, so like that it may take around 2 to 3 hours to transfer 1 terabytes of data. So you from 1 TB to 5 TB, it is taking such a huge amount of time. Then imagine that companies organization, like for example cricket, so live telecasting, how much time, so how much data that it is going to take to so project the live telecast. So huge amount of data, petabytes of data, and we are going to save that one. Every single delivery and every point we are going to save. So when a match is going to happen from 50 over format to the test cricket also we are going to save. That will be a huge amount of data. And after storing that huge amount of data, we are not going to store that huge amount of data in the databases. We are going to save in the data warehouses. What do you mean by data warehouse? Means collection of databases is nothing but called as a data warehouse. Okay, we are going to save, and after saving that we need to analyze that one. So before analyzing that, so we need to see that the data is sufficient to analyze or not. If it is sufficient and every point in the data is important to analyze, or some pre-processing is required. Pre-processing is nothing but called as cleansing the data. Okay, we are going to remove some of the concepts from the data, or we are going to add some of the concepts to our original data. So that is the thing. After doing that, so we are going to that pre-processed data again we are going to store in a particular place where it may be a databases, or it may be data warehouses, or maybe in internal hard disks. Okay, wherever it is. Okay, for example, you generated data. So how you are going to generate the data? You are going to take the pictures, you are going to take the videos and all. So once if your mobile has been completely filled with the memory, you are going to save that data into your drive. If the drive is also filled, then you are going to save it to the Google Photos, or Google Photos is also not have enough space for your account. Then what you will do means you will definitely connect a plugin, and you are going to save the complete data into your system in the same manner. So once after that, so saving, you can go through your data like images, which image is good, which is not the good, any unwanted or unimportant pictures may be there, means you are going to remove that one. Means that is nothing but called as pre-processing. In the same way, once after doing that, we are going to store that data in a different databases, or wherever it is, and after that we are going to analyze on that data. Okay, so that's why, so whatever in the real time we are going to collect, so that data is very huge amount of size. And here you can see that how much amount of data we are generating per day as per 2018 statistics by NASCOM is 2.5 quintillion bytes of data, 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. And 90% of the world's data today has been created in the last 2 years alone in 2018. Okay, so if you fill 2.5 quintillion bytes of data, so if you go to the 90s era, so there are some discs are there called DVDs. Okay, so if you want to store any movie or videos or whatever it may be, you are going to store in the DVDs. So to store that 2.5 quintillion bytes of data into the DVDs, then so we are going to so store, we required 10 million Blu-ray discs called DVDs. So these 10 million Blu-ray discs, if you stack on one by one, so it will be the height equals to the 4 Eiffel Towers. Okay, such a huge amount of data we are generating. Okay, and 90% of the world's data today has been created in the last 2 years alone, as per 2018. So the exact meaning is, see here. So let's imagine that internet was started in the year 1970s. Okay, imagine that internet was started in the 1970s. So data generation, when internet is there, data generation is going to happen. We are going to sending messages or mails or whatever it may be. And till 20, so 16, so these many years, so has taken to generate so 100 GB. Let's imagine that 100 GB. And from 2016 to 2018, so we generated 90% of it. Okay, so here 90% of so 100 GB means So 90 GB, just 2 years. In 2 years, we generated 90 GB. But here, how much? Almost 46 years it took. So 100 GB to generate 100 GB, 46 years. But from 2016 to 2018, it took only 2 years to generate 90 GB. From 1970 to 2018, the total data we generated is 190 GB. So this is called 190 GB. It is an example. So it is an example. So after 2018, so the usage of internet has been drastically increased, and the data generation also increased very high. And today, so maybe it is more than that. So it is more than that. Okay. So because of the social media effect and everything, we are going to sharing the reels, we are going to sending the messages, emails, and everything is called as a data generation, where we are going to save that concerned repositories, where that repositories means, for example, if you take Facebook plus Insta, so and then one more thing is there. So that is called as a meta. So this meta is going to have their own data bases, own data warehouse, the separate capacity. So they are going to have that separate capacities are there. And these where they are going to kept means in the Antarctica. So in the Antarctica where the human life is not there, they kept there this complete. You can watch the, you can search the GitHub. So GitHub storage unit. So storage unit in YouTube. You can search it in, you can see that they kept it in the Antarctica. Why? Because so you are watching, for example, you are using Insta Reels, right? So without any latency, so without any latency or any discrepancy, so you need to watch all the Instagram Reels and you want to share it to your friends and everything. So it want to circulate in the internet. This can be happen when with their meta, so storage is going to work properly. Instagram storage is going to work properly. So to work that, so they required a huge amount of data warehouses are there. And to maintain the data warehouse, they required cooling systems also. And such cooling systems we cannot provide from external point of view because it is a cost effective. Because so while we are using the Instagram for free of cost, so how can they afford that so cooling system? So they choose that Antarctica, so in that they are going to keep this complete Antarctica is filled with ice, and there they are having the storage units. You can search in YouTube so that you can see that storage units in the Antarctica. So that is the thing that is happening. Okay. So the next one, and see here, what are the characteristics? So there are different types of characteristics of the big data that is available. And here, so like a variety of the data, velocity of the data, volume of the data, and also two more concepts are there. Okay. So here, let's say that 1992, 100 GB per day, 97. So we have almost 100 GB per hour, 2002. So 100 GB per second, and 2018, 50,000 GB per second. We are generating such a huge amount of data. Okay. So these are the milestones. And see here, velocity, how fast. Okay. You are asking Google to give the response. You are searching for a product in Flipkart and Amazon. How fast it is coming. So that is called as a velocity. And variety. So what kind of variety means you are looking for different types of products. Okay, images. And you are looking for different types of videos in the Netflix or Prime. Okay. So movies. And these are kind of different varieties of data. You are looking for some kind of text files, PDF files, document files, and the CSV files or TSV files through the internet. So these are varieties of the data. And then volume. So what is the size of the data is also more important. So these are called as a different things. Now you can see that every minute what is going to happen in the internet in 2018. So every minute, so almost 20 crore mails are sent across the globe. So what is the need of knowing all these things? 20 crore mails, okay. So Google is sending, okay. So from different organizations, people are sending and organizations are sending all these mails. Google is getting these kind of input stuff. So what is the need of it? What is the importance of it? What can I do by knowing all these things? Means, so for example, let's check your inbox, okay, your email. So there is a content called spam and also inbox is there. If the mail you received from an organization, if it is not a spam, it will come to your inbox. Otherwise, if it is a spam, then it will go to the spam. Or otherwise, if it is having an harmful information and totally it is a different content, Google itself is going to block that content. It won't receive to even your spam box, or even to your inbox also. When you are going to receive a mail to your spam means sometimes, so that company, or for example IRCTC, sometimes you are going to generate a ticket, then it will tell you that, or otherwise even for some of the MNCs, if you are applying, then they will also say that, so some kind of soft content will be there inside the mail, so that you can check even your spam box also. Maybe that message has been delivered to your spam also. Okay. So like that, it is going to happen. Okay. So who is going to work on it? So that engineers. So how many engineers are required to work? So per minute, 20 crore emails are getting. So who is going to work? Which is a good mail? Which is not a good mail? So how many employees are required for Google? And it is not easy task to figure out. So which is good, which is not good. So that's why the analytics comes into the picture, like AI. In the machine learning, we are having a different types of algorithms. If you project these data to the machine learning algorithms, they will decide that based on the numerical values or content that is present inside the data, and they will decide that this mail is belongs to the ham, this mail is belongs to the spam, so that wherever the mail belongs to the spam, it won't so deliver to your inbox and also to your spam content. Okay, if it is harmful, like malware detection is also there. So data with the malware detection, that is a totally different. And 72 hours of footage uploaded to the YouTube. Okay, no problem. So YouTube so is getting money from the usages, and people are posting their videos, and they are also earning money from the YouTube. Okay, what is the need of it? Then what kind of content you are publishing in the YouTube? Is it like adult content, or it may be a useful content, or educational, or cooking, or whatever, what kind of content you are uploading? 72 hours of footage per 1 minute. Remember that one. So to watch a 1 hour video, you will take around 1.5 hours. Okay. To watch 1 hour video, you will take 1.5 hours. To watch 72 hours of footage, how many hours you require? And in these hours, again, how many hours of content is going to upload it to the YouTube? So YouTube is also going to work on the AI, and they will figure out whenever you are going to upload a video, that video will be undergone some kind of security, and they will check that AI machines are going to there. So they are going to use this AI software. That AI software is going to completely observe what exactly the terminology, or what kind of language you are speaking, and whether it is a good content or adult content, what kind of content, whether it is so like the kids watchable or not, that kind of content. So they are going to working on it, and even the tweets also, and then Instagram posts also, everything. So we are going to make business with this different kind of analysis only. Now you can see that, so Netflix streaming 97,000 triple two hours streaming is there. What is the need of streaming? Okay, I'm watching some kind of movies, you are watching some genre of movies. So people in some locality, so for example common genre is there, they are going to suggest called recommendations. Even for the Flipkart or Amazon, if you are searching for one kind of product, it will show the same price, and also with other features, and other company products also they will suggest you. If you search for one product in the Google, it will suggest you different types of products. That is called as recommendation. How we are getting the recommendations? Again, with the help of AML. Okay. So these are the different examples that are there. And next, when it comes to the data, so data is just like collecting the useful information, like it is having some kind of life cycles, such as generating, capturing, storing, processing, and downstreaming, and visualizations. What exactly these terminologies we will learn one by one during the course structure. And the data is any set of characters that has been gathered and translated for some purpose, usually analysis. Okay, it can be any character including text, number, pictures, sound, or video. Okay, so data is a collection of numbers represented as bytes that are in turn composed of bits, binary digits that can have the value 1 or 0 only. Okay. So we are getting data in the three different structures: structured, unstructured, and then semi-structured. Structured means like we are going to save the in the form of records, like a complete information. So even an uneducated can see that he can understand. Okay. So okay, it is in the particular formats. When it comes to unstructured, so it is of different kinds, like examples: photos, graphic images, videos, streaming instrument data, web pages, blogs, PDF files, PowerPoint presentation, WordPress. Okay. So even now I'm taking the session and it is recording. That is also an unstructured data. Okay. And semi-structured data. So most of the times we are going to work on the semi-structured data. Example as Excel sheets, XLSX, TSV files, TSV JSON, and that. So like that. And now you can see that usages of artificial intelligence. I can say only one word: everywhere. So, so you can use AI everywhere: banking, personal finance, political government, events, insurance, cybersecurity, smart home, defense, social networks, real estate, agriculture, and everywhere, gaming and everything. Okay. So what exactly this AI means? Intelligence demonstrated by the machines in contrast to the natural intelligence delivered by the human. We are the humans, we are delivering our natural intelligence as a machine intelligence. Means we are developing the applications. With that, the machines are going to work. Intelligence is given by feeding the experience of humans to the machines in the form of data. So you are having an ideology, and if you want to represent that ideology, AI is the best part of it. So you can write just a Python program for it, and you can implement that. So that is going to work as per your knowledge or your thinking. So why AI? AI automates repetitive learning and discovery through data. AI adds intelligence. AI analyzes more and deeper data. So even humans cannot understand such a data, AI can understand, because we are going to create such a complex systems. AI achieves incredible accuracy and 24 by 7. So it is going to work, reduces the manpower. Okay. And now you can see that how AI see and recognize, as we are going to see and then recognize through our eyes, which is called as camera. And to design this camera, we are using computer vision and then deep learning, which is the subfields of this AI. Okay, analyze and learn. How we are going to analyze and learn? In the same way, so machine learning in AI is going to analyze and learn, like sensing organs, like sensors. Okay, listen and speak. So how we are going to listen? How we are going to speak? Like natural language understanding, natural language generation, which comes under natural language processing, like ear and mouth. So that is mic and speaker. This is called my robot. How we are going to design that robot with the help of these AI concepts. Okay. And when it comes to the history of AI, early algorithms and expert systems, after that neural networks, machine learning, and then deep learning. Okay. In the 80s and 90s. After this emergence of deep learning only, so the people now so has in far advanced stage. So what do you mean by data science? Data science has a different n number of definitions are there. I am presenting here two standard definitions. So one is called data science is an interdisciplinary field. So interdisciplinary field means different types of fields that is mixed here. Okay, field that uses scientific methods, process, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge and insights from structured and unstructured data and apply knowledge and then actionable insights from data across a broad range of applications domains. Okay. So we'll discuss this definition once if we go to the in-depth analysis of the course. But here, this is a demonstration. That's why I'm going on to the so this kind of thing. Data science is a multidisciplinary field. This is another definition that combines skills in software engineering. So we are going to use the software engineering statistics with the domain experience to support the end-to-end analysis of large and diverse data sets, ultimately uncovering value for an organization and then communicating it to the stakeholders as actionable results. Okay. And here, why data science? Skill of extracting of knowledge from the data. So there is a different varieties of data is there. So we are going to extract some kind of knowledge from it, and we are making a money from that. That is called as a business. Okay, everything is a business. From now onwards, you can see business, you can think about business, you can make about business. Okay, so using knowledge to predict the unknown. So using knowledge to predict the unknown, improve business outcomes with the power of data. Okay. Now, see that this is called interdisciplinary field, like mathematical background is required, analytical mindset, industry expertise, business focus, effective communication is required, and process automation, distributed computing, software development, and database system experience, like MySQL or MongoDB or whatever it may be. So we call this all skills required is called as a data science. And here you can see that interdisciplinary field means this is a different organization, like different types of technologies that was merged and make it as this one set. So make it as a one set, and with that set, we are going to develop so AI or ML or data science projects. And now, when it comes to the linear algebra like mathematics, probability stats, and multivariate calculus, algorithms, and complex and other. So we no need to master on this mathematics and all. Just we are going to master on probability and stats. Okay. Advanced level maths, probability and stats we are going to learn. We are going to solve the business problems also, and we are going to solve the tasks and everything. So this weightage has been given. So how much percentage of weightage that is required for this mathematics. And the next one is most important thing is cross-industry standard process for data mining. We call it as a CRISP-DM. Okay, CRISP-DM. What is the meaning of it? Means So how we are going to develop the AI or ML projects? First thing is business understanding. Once after understanding the business, we are using the data understanding. So the what kind of data that they are having. Once the data is going to be understood, then we are going to go for the data preparation or data cleansing. And after that, we are going to prepare the model. So if the model is not good, again, we are going to back to the data preparation. So we are going to approach different concepts of data preparation and we'll come to the modeling. If the modeling is good, like machine learning models are working fine, then evaluation. If the evaluation is not proper, then we'll go to the business understanding. And again, from we are going to understand the data again. Okay. And this cycle will follow. If the evaluation is good, then we are going to go for the deployment. Okay. This is called a cycle. So how we are going to develop and the data science skill set. Okay. So what are the team skills that require means communication or storytelling? What is exactly communication or storytelling means? So we are going to draw the different types of analysis like graphs, like visualizations, like whatever the graphs we are going to discuss here, we can draw the same graphs in the Power BI or Tableau, whatever it may be, the reporting tools. Okay. So we are going to explain about that graphs and modeling. So means different ML models or AI models we are going to choose. Data munging. So how we are going to collecting the data and what kind of process that we are going to see, all these things. Domain expertise. Domain in the sense means, for example, if a project comes from the healthcare, if a project comes from the pharmacy company, if a project or data comes from the transportation or any other different sectors. So we need to be expertise in that domain. So who is going to give that knowledge means a client from that organization is going to come and give a complete details and guidance in the real time. No need to worry about it. Statistics means some kind of maths is required, and software engineering means using the Python programming. We are going to develop these applications. Okay. Communicate with the business leaders. We are going to communicate with the clients also and integrate code into the software systems as per their requirements. Okay. And again, we no need to write everything from scratch. Okay. Already all the predefined architectures are there. So just we are going to use that architectures and we are going to complete. Means, for example, in your home, you want to fix the nail. So you require hammer and nail and you don't need any screwdriver. Okay. With the nail, what you can do? So you can keep that nail on the wall and you can hit with the hammer. In the same way, that hammer and the nail are ready available, but we are not going to make our own nail and hammer. Okay. So that is the thing. And life cycle of data science, like data acquisition means collecting the data, data preparation, hypothesis and modeling called stats. So whatever the process we have seen that in different methodology, in different naming conventions. Okay, everything is same. Evaluation and interpretation, deployment, and then operation and optimization. Okay, so data science workflows. So problem statement, what problem you are trying to solve? Data collection, what data do you need to solve it? Data exploration and pre-processing, how should you clean your data so your model can use it? Modeling, build a model to solve your problem. So validation means, did I solve the problem? Decision making and deployment, communicate to stakeholders to put into the production level. Okay. Career transitions, when comes to here, who are hiring? Okay. Like Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber, Nike, Lenskart, and Accenture, Cognizant, HCL, IBM, TCS, and banking like BharatPe, Paytm, and also JP Morgan, American Express, and then RBI. RBI concerned banks also, they are hiring data scientist or AI engineer. Computer software like Intel, Noodle AI, NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Genesis. Okay. Healthcare and pharma also, they are hiring, and then Tiger Analytics, and then Excel Analytics. So at Keyman, and then so marketing, advertising, and market research, they are also hiring. And when it comes to the roles, so data scientist role is there, data analyst, AI or ML developer, and also ML manager, NLP engineer, business analyst, data mining, and ML developer, DL engineer, lead engineer, AI ML, DL architect, AI engineer, and MLOps. So what are the topics that we are going to cover here? Means Python programming, core and advanced, stats and probability, descriptive and inferential, Python packages like libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, machine learning like pre-processing, EDA, visualization, feature engineering, algorithms and architecture, projects, deep learning like neural networks, algorithms and architecture, and then projects, and then opencv like computer vision image processing we are going to learn, NLP like text processing, NLP with ML, NLP with DL, advanced NLP like attention mechanisms, transformers and betology, and Gen AI and LLM. So these are the different concepts we are going to learn. Along with that, so we are going to learn MySQL as a bonus course and also Power BI as a bonus course. Okay.